Hello and welcome to our Zoomcast. This is Paul Hoyt, the CEO and co-founder of Ascending Harvest, saying hello and happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Paul
Shane,
Hoyt, the CEO.
and here I am live on Shane's screen with the audio. I wondered who that was talking. It sounded a lot like me. Wait, it was me.
Shane. It was you. It was you, but it was my fault.
I am here with my best buddy, business partner, resident inventor genius at Ascending Harvest, Shane McKenna. And today we're bringing you a special Zoomcast closing out our crowdfunding campaign and expressing a lot of gratitude for a lot of people. First thing I'll express gratitude for is the opportunity to work with Shane. Shane, say hello to folks. Say hello to the folks.
Hello, everyone, and I will second that gratitude. I'm so grateful to work with you, Paul. The distance that we have traveled with this project and the trajectory that we're on and where we're headed, it's just amazing, and it absolutely wouldn't be possible without your wise, savvy, and sage business advice.
Well, you are too kind. I thought for a second there you were going to second that by saying that you were happy to be able to work with yourself, too. Which I think is cool too. I enjoy working with me. You know, I'm the second best business partner I know. Anyway,
I'm trying to take a sip here. I don't want to blow it out through my nose.
Well, as you can tell, we have a lot of fun here at Ascending Harvest. While we are passionate and focusing of all of our time and energy on doing everything we can to end world hunger, we also believe in doing that with a light heart and having a bit of amusement and laughter and merriment along the way. This is a great place to work. If you'd like to volunteer to work for us, you can share that laughter too. No, thanks. Anyway, we are coming to you today. Our crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo started on September 19th and ended a couple of days ago. So we are declaring victory, and we are here to celebrate the success of that crowdfunding campaign and to give thanks to all of the people who have helped us along the way with the campaign and otherwise supported us in the business ourselves. While we did not reach our funding goals, we hit 41% at around $12,000 or so. We did have a lot of success when it came to brand awareness and some really great connections. So we have, with the Zoomcast that we did, with the crowdfunding campaign that we did, with all of the press around the crowdfunding campaign, the podcast with Devin Thorpe, etc., made some connections to some phenomenal people who are really going to help move this business forward in the future. So thank you to everybody who helped us with the crowdfunding campaign. My guess is that, Shane, that you have a few people that you would like to thank, and it may come as no surprise to you, but I actually do have a list of people that I would like to thank.
Yeah, we had such a great time with this crowdfunding campaign. You know, I've been involved in a few crowdfunding campaigns before as somebody who is behind the scenes, helping with some of the technical sides of the crowdfunding campaign, helping with product specifications, designs, product renderings, but this was the first one that, you know, that Paul and I held the reins and that we guided this ship through the harbor on our own steam. And, you know, there's a lot of things to learn. And as I talk to other people who have ran crowdfunding campaigns and who are in the space of impact-focused companies and sustainable-focused companies, you know, one of the things that has been mentioned to me several times by people who are in this space is that even though we didn't reach our goals, the amount of money that we raised in a first crowdfunding campaign was quite impressive, or I should say is quite impressive, and that, you know, people don't reach their crowdfunding campaigns until their second or third attempt. And the fact that we had as much success as we did in the campaign is by large measure thanks to you out there who supported our campaign and shared it and, you know, told your friends about it and donated. So thank you so much. I want to let Paul read off his list because I'm certain that we're going to double team. And since I didn't write down a list, I'm sure that I would miss some people too. So, and I don't want to do that.
Well, one of the groups of people that you just thanked is on my list, and that's those of you who shared the news of the campaign. We took one of these Zoomcasts or some other posts that we did on the Ascending Harvest page or the Ascending Harvest group and somehow shared that with people in your network. We did have people who also shared emails with their databases that really supported us in the campaign too. So thank you for all of those who reached out via social media or via your database list and shared the news of the campaign with your connections. That's one of the big groups of people that we want to thank. I want to start off with the launch party that we had on September 19th, and thank all of the people who made that launch party a very big success, especially Sandra Fan and Jennifer Gardner, who really helped with all of the setup, and Lynn Dean, who helped with the silent auction, all of those people who contributed to the silent auction, all of the people who came to the launch party and bought their ticket to the launch party and enjoyed a good dinner with us, and who bought some of the things that were at the silent auction or otherwise contributed while they were at the party. So that's a big first group of people on my list, is the people who really helped make that launch party a success. That was a lot of fun. I look forward to doing another party in the Salt Lake City area very soon.
Yeah, and the launch party was fantastic. You know, it was our first opportunity to really speak publicly about the intentions of Ascending Harvest, how we're taking it to market, a little bit about our technology. And the thing that I came away from the launch party from is that people really grasped our vision, and that became our core audience and our cheerleaders throughout this crowdfunding campaign. Is the folks who attended that launch party, they got an in-depth look at what we're doing from a business aspect, from a humanitarian aspect, a technology aspect, and they really rallied around us and supported us throughout the campaign. So thank you so much for everybody who attended that launch party.
Yeah, that was a group of people that really wasn't on my list, but those who provided emotional support and encouragement along the way. You know, to tell us we were doing a good thing and pat us on the back and spur us on a little bit with their kind words of inspiration and enthusiasm. We really do appreciate that. And of course, with the crowdfunding campaign, we had people who contributed dollars, who wrote checks, went on to Indiegogo and offered, $10, $20, $30. A couple of people were in the $1,000 range, which we deeply appreciate. Other people gave us some of those really good connections. In addition to sharing the news of the campaign on social media, they reached out and said, hey, Shane and Paul, I think you ought to talk to this person. And with those type of connections are still ongoing, which we deeply appreciate. And the last ones on my list were those who contributed really good ideas. We had a lot of good ideas come along in terms of our branding and our positioning and our messaging. We're getting very clear on our value propositions. We're able to express the problem that we are solving, the need for our particular technology, and the value that we bring to the people who use our human-powered hydroponic gardens, a lot better today than we were just 60 days ago. So a huge, huge thanks to all of those different groups of people. We know if you're listening to this Zoomcast, you're one of those people. And we want to give you our personal gratitude on this Thanksgiving holiday for the support we received in this campaign.
Thank you, Paul. One of the things that I really appreciate about you is you never fail to give credit where it's due. And especially at this time of year, coming into Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday, probably mostly because I'm a foodie, but it's also a time to reflect upon things that we're truly grateful for. Those things the things that money can't buy, really. Our freedoms, our health, our relationships, our abilities. Things like that I tend to resonate with on Thanksgiving and give a little bit more thought to. But, there's so many people in this community who have got behind us, and without any expectation of benefit coming back to them, just completely altruistically, that have got behind us and put some wind under our wings and supported us and been there providing connections and ideas and funding and support, networking, so many things. And I wish that you could be behind the curtains with Paul and I, and you could see some of the things that are coming. The momentum that's been built and the connections that have been made and the things that are going to be unrolling over the next couple of months, if you could be behind this curtain where Paul and I are, you would feel as astounded as we are. And really, we give so much of that credit to you. Literally, I don't want to mention anybody by name because then I'll feel like I'm leaving somebody out. But one of our connections has just rallied behind us in the most massive way. And it's not the only one, but one of our connections in particular has leveraged some resources that are making Ascending Harvest an inevitable. We're not a possibility. We're an inevitability. And we are going to feed people. We are going to change the world. And it's because you helped us with these connections. You helped to spread the word. And through our crowdfunding campaign, we gained a fan, and that fan not only donated to our campaign, but the follow-up work that this individual is doing to connect us worldwide is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, we are very excited about that. And I want to talk about what's next, because now the question is probably coming in your mind, well, what are these guys going to do now that the crowdfunding campaign is over? So the next step in our business growth is to create 200 systems. That's our goal. We want to build 200 systems and get these in the hands of research folks, scientists, and potential distribution partners so they can check them out. There are a lot of very large aid organizations focused on working with us to end world hunger. And we're connecting with, I guess I've talked to personally 24 of those organizations in the last couple of weeks. And most of them say that they'd like to get their hands on one of these systems. So we're going to produce 200 systems and get them in the hands of the people who can help us refine the design of these systems and develop the training materials and the train-the-trainer materials and get them ready to go to market in a very, very massive way. So that's the next step on our list. We're still looking for grants and other award opportunities. If you have any sort of knowledge of a grant that is available that we can apply for, or any awards that we may be able to apply for, please reach out to us at Ascending Harvest and let us know about that, because we'd be honored to make those applications. And we are looking for connections. We're still looking for connections to distribution partners, people who have boots on the ground, in Africa or other areas of the world, refugee camps, slums, India, Brazil. Our eyes have been opened up to a lot of opportunities for these systems in places other than Africa. So if you have connections to people, we'd love to have those connections. And we're still looking for funding sources as well. Those funding sources can come not only in the form of grants and awards, but can come through loans or through co-founders. If you're interested in being a co-founder of Ascending Harvest and watching this journey with us in the long term, we are most open to that conversation, and we'd love to have a conversation with you.
Yeah, and one of the other things that we're involved in right now is we are beginning that coordination with our distribution partners, and we are starting to have those conversations about the logistics, what their needs are, and how we're logistically going to support those needs, what our initial impact in their community is going to be, where we're going to target systems first, and then the ongoing support that community needs. And we are connecting with people that not only can these charities help raise money to provide systems for the people they serve, but there's other opportunities for philanthropists and charities to get involved. And so we're making those connections, and we encourage you, if you are part of a community that is supporting a community in a third world or in a refugee camp, reach out to us. Let's put our heads together. Let's figure out how we can serve those that you serve so that we can make a dent in this problem of nutritional inadequacy, hunger, and poverty. Help us to help the world. That's our next step. And there's so many opportunities available for us to do that work, not just through Ascending Harvest. And we are eager to work with other organizations that have boots on the ground and are helping to solve this problem, because we realize it's not just a single dynamic, that we're a part of that dynamic that is a solution-oriented dynamic, but there's other people there's lots of moving pieces here, and we can coordinate with other organizations and help them do their mission more effectively while they're helping us do our mission more effectively. So let's get together, let's figure out how we work together. If everybody pulls the rope in the same direction, we don't have to pull very hard to solve this problem.
That is extremely well said. If you haven't done so already, please go to ascendingharvest.com and give us your email address and your name so we can keep you on our list and we can send out periodic updates. You can keep appraised. Join like our page or follow our page at Facebook or the Ascending Harvest group, preferably both of them, so you can keep in touch with us. Shane always has some really interesting social media posts. He's much more active on social media than I am, and so, like his page, become a friend to both of us on social media so you can stay in touch. We really want to keep in touch with you so that we can continue to deliver progress reports and you can enjoy taking this journey with us over the course of the next few years. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be wonderful.
I agree. Again, if you could be behind the curtain and see the moving pieces that are starting to fall into place, I think that you would understand how we're just bubbling with excitement and exuberance about where we're going, because we started this with a humanitarian focus, knowing that we have an opportunity to serve those in need, and really it's falling into place in such a way that that it's absolutely going to happen, and it's going to happen in a big way. Thank you so much for being there for us.
I think we're just going to close it out right there and say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Thank you again for everybody that supported us emotionally, financially, and mentally with your great ideas and your good connections and everything. We look forward to playing this game and taking this journey with you for a long, long time. Thank you very much.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope that you are surrounded with friends and family and the love of your families, and with delicious food, and that in that gratitude and in that enjoyment of the prosperity that we so enjoy in this country, that you will look for ways that you can empower those who are not enjoying the benefit of that bounteous feast. Let's give them a Thanksgiving in the next few years. Let's see how many people we can provide a Thanksgiving for. That would be a beautiful goal.
That's a great idea. With that, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Happy Thanksgiving.